And remember the chant that the guys took to the street? We're here, we're queer, live with it. Type move to turn the argument against the oppressor has been more effective.
Oh, yes.
The Latinate old-fashioned cannabis, I really just don't think has enough traction in this country to make a go of it, though.
I agree with you there.
And to show how old I am, I remember when I was a little bitty kid, 4, 5, 6 years old, I learned a silly little folk song in Spanish about La Cucaracha, the cockroach who was unhappy because he had no marijuana que fumar. It was only when I was in my 30s before I figured out that line marijuana que fumar meant he didn't have any marijuana to smoke. And I'm told we need to take another break.
I like that.
Aaron Houston here with the Marijuana Policy Project on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. Today we're going to go over how easy it is for you to call your member of Congress or senators as a constituent. As MPP's federal lobbyist on Capitol Hill, I talk to the members of Congress and senators and their staff members quite a bit, but today I'm actually going to call my member of Congress directly as a constituent to show you how easy it is. Before we do that, let's go over a couple of important points. First of all, it's very important to be brief when you call. These folks are extremely busy. Number two, when you call, you want to start by introducing yourself, say that you are a constituent, and tell the staffer your city and zip code. Number three, you can get talking points and tips from our website on what to say. If there's a specific piece of legislation we've asked you to call about, please mention the bill number. Number four, you should request a written response from your member of Congress on this topic. Number five, be sure to thank the staffer for their time at the end of the call. Let's try it out. I'm calling my member of Congress, Chris Van Hollen, right now.
Good afternoon, Congressman Van Hollen's office.
Hi, this is Aaron Houston, and I'm a constituent, and I just wanted to register my belief about an issue.
Okay, do you mind holding on for just a moment?
No problem.
Hey, sorry for the wait. I just had the appropriate form up.
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
As I said, I'm Aaron Houston, and I'm a constituent. I live in Tacoma Park, 20912 area zip code. And I just wanted to call and ask the congressman to support taxing and regulating marijuana like alcohol, given that the Mexican cartels get 70% of their profits from marijuana sales in the United States alone, and given that we could make $40 billion from taxing and regulating marijuana like alcohol, I would hope that the congressman would sign on to any legislation that would be introduced to that effect or support it.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if I can get a written response from the congressman on the topic, if he has a position on it.
Okay.
And my address, it's best to send to work, is P.O. Box 77492, Washington, D.C. 20013.
Sorry, 20013?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Hey, thank you so much for your time.
Is there anything else to the address except the P.O. Box and then the city and zip?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yep, no problem.
Bye.
Okay.
See how easy that was? Finally, tell MPP that you made the call and send us a copy of the letter once you receive it.
Welcome back to Drugs, Crime, and Politics. I want to follow up on something that came out of that last call. If you have a piece of paper and a pen handy, put it in front of you. If not, just use your imagination. And I want you to write down the two letters N and O. Now, you've written it down. Can you pronounce that word? It's no. If you have trouble remembering it whenever you leave the house, write it on the palm of your hand with a ballpoint. Because any time, under any circumstances, for any reason whatsoever, if a policeman asks consent to make a search, your answer is that simple two-letter word, no. You do not have to consent. They cannot force you to consent. And if you let them search, then you have waived any objections you might have to the search. You have waived your constitutional rights. If they can establish the legal right to the search, they can get a warrant. If they think they have probable cause, they can conduct the search over your protest, but at least you have maintained your right to object when it comes into court. Even if you are the most innocent person on the face of the earth, have you checked the ashtrays in the back seat of your car since the last time a valet parker may have stubbed out a roach in one of them? Are you sure that your mechanic didn't leave the end of a marijuana cigarette under your seat one time? The only answer to give to any request for a search is no. Now, don't fight. Don't get physical. Don't resist. Leave all of the physical stuff to the cops, because if they do it, they're in the wrong and it helps you.
Exactly.
But no is easy to say. And it's very, very, very effective. That's the end of the sermon, and I'm not going to pass the plate.
But, you know, a lot of people are afraid of policemen.
They have reason to be.
I have a couple of friends, and I told you about this earlier. They were at work, and the police came barging into their shop, guns out, screaming, and one of the people ran over by a wall just to see who's screaming. They didn't know what the heck was going on.